Quick video going over the Victorinox Fibrox line of knives. These are the knives that were originally very highly rated by Cooks Illustrated and sort of gained a huge following because of that. I'm going to give you a little bit of information, give you my thoughts, and we can go from there. Off the bat, these knives are made in Switzerland, and they're actually stamped knives. They are not forged knives. So what that means is they have a sheet of steel, and they essentially press the knives out and then grind them down and sharpen them. Because of that, you need to use pretty soft steel. This is 55 hardness on the Rockwell scale, which is a very, very soft steel compared to, let's say, the 58 or 59 that Wüsthof uses, or the 60-61 that Shun uses. That means that it can handle a lot more abuse, but it also dulls very, very, very quickly. So that's one thing you're going to want to consider, is you need to hone this, you need to sharpen this much more often than a higher end knife. At the same time, this knife does not actually have a full tang. A lot of people are shocked to hear this. The tang ends about right here, and that's sort of a problem in terms of using the knife because it has a pivot point right there as you're using it, and that sort of creates a little bit of a dangerous situation. Though, as long as you're using your knife properly and as long as you're respecting your knife, that's not going to probably be too much of a problem anyway. The knife is named a Fibrox knife because of the Fibrox handle, which is a type of, I want to say, like glass-filled nylon. So it's very, very, it has a nice feel to it. It has a nice sort of textured feel to it. It's very resistant to staining and pitting and rust and things like that. And it doesn't get water damaged, obviously. At the same time, the knife is cut, I think I already said this, to a 15-degree cutting angle, which is very, very thin and very, very sharp. So that's nice. Here are my thoughts on it. The problem with the Victorinox knife now is that there are other entry-level knives. Way prior, when the Victorinox knives were first gaining recognition, they gained a lot of recognition because no other high-end manufacturer was making entry-level knives. So you could either buy a Victorinox knife or you could buy a $300 chef's knife from Wüsthof or Shun. The thing is that now they all have entry-level knives, and while these are still much cheaper, this little guy is I think about $30, $35, $40 compared to, let's say, $70 or $80 for a Shun. The end result is that you're still getting much more knife for the money from, let's say, a Shun Sora, which is my go-to entry-level knife suggestion to people, than this. For example, the Shun Sora is handmade, this is machine-made. The Shun Sora is forged, this is stamped. The Shun Sora is VG10 61 hardness steel. This is their own sort of blend of 55 hardness steel. They're both equally as sharp. The Shun Sora essentially has a full tang. It's a rabbit tang, but it's essentially a full tang. This does not have a full tang. And on top of that, the Shun Sora comes with free sharpening for life. So even though the Sora is, let's say, like $80 and this is about $30 or $40, as you guys know, one time of sharpening a knife costs you about $5 per inch at a reputable sharpener who's doing it manually and doing it by hand, which means this knife alone is going to cost you $40 to sharpen it the first time. And since it's such a soft metal, you're going to need to sharpen it much more often than any other knife. So yes, this is only $30, but the first time you sharpen it, it becomes a $70 knife. With the Shun Sora, since it's free lifetime sharpening, you never need to worry about that. And that knife is a full tang, it is VG10 steel, it's clad in stainless steel, all of these other things too that really make that, I think, the best choice. I'll put a link down to both below. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you very soon.